Good afternoon, LEC community. My name is Isabela Mendez, and today I will be your host for Ask an Educator. Today we have Gerardo Palma, who is a first generation college graduate who teaches Spanish and social studies. As the son of two Mexican parents who supported his passion for soccer and encouraged his education, Geraldo was inspired to give back to his community. He now does so by working both as a teacher and a coach. And helping guide and support the next generation. His teaching philosophy is rooted in equity and opportunity. No matter where a student comes from, their skin color, or their economic background, every student deserves a chance to succeed in education and pursue a career path that they choose. So, without a further ado, I welcome Gerardo.
Right, I'm here.
So, um, I know we talked a little bit before we went live on like how your day went and the questions are gonna ask. So we've gotten acquainted, but if you could just kind of introduce yourself to the LEC community, tell us about yourself, where you're from, who are your people, and how do you engage with your community?
All right, so my name is Gerardo Palma, or Mr. Palma. I was born in Kansas City, Missouri, but raised in Kansas City, Kansas. I attended KCKPS. I graduated from Harmon, from the community. And, well, I have parents that are from Mexico that immigrated here. So it was always my dream to be a first generation and just graduate either from high school or from college, especially me being a middle child. I have two older siblings that weren't able to graduate from college, so I saw that as a mission for me to achieve that.
Oh, nice. I can relate to you with that. I'm the youngest, but I was the first in my family to graduate. So it's a really cool feeling.
Great.
So would you be able to tell us about your leadership story? So kind of your upbringing, your journey as a student, and now as a teacher?
Very long story for that one. So, as of the age of 2, I've been epileptic, so I have seizures. So, from the very beginning of elementary, I've had role models in elementary. Starting off with my elementary school nurse, I actually reconnected with her just last year for the first time since elementary, which is very cute.
That's so cool.
So, me being epileptic, I was actually a very slow learner that I was put in special ed. So, from third grade all the way to fifth grade, I had the same teachers from 3, 4, and 5 who were also amazing role models for me. And speaking of that, I actually just met my special ed teacher this year since elementary as well. And
Oh,
we are actually birthday twins. So that was also amazing to catch up. And then going into middle school and high school, because of my special ed teachers, I think my education was great. I mean, I graduated in high school with 3.3 GPA. And thanks to them, I followed with an IEP. And I also succeeded, let's say, in sports. Without sports, I don't ever think I would have had the motivation to even go to college. Because of sports, I would say I was always confident, keeping up in my classes, wanting to succeed, and also continue into college as well as being a college athlete. Because being from KCK, where not that many people, let's say, graduate from college, I was in a community, let's say, with people from Overland Park all the time who would talk about graduating from college. And then there was actually this one day in practice, me being the only teammate from KCK, where they actually said the person who was probably least possible to graduate from college is me, because I'm from KCK. And looking at it today, there's actually a couple of them from Overland Park that didn't graduate from college, and then there's me from KCK who did. So it
yeah.
makes me happy to look back at it today.
That's such a that's such a full circle moment with your like being able to meet your teachers that you had before. I'm sure they're so proud of you. I just think that's so cool that you're able to kind of now be connected with them in that way, and also just the hurdles that you've gone through, like even people doubting you within um, being able to graduate or not. So
Yeah.
that's very cool. What advice would you give to Latino educators listening right now? What would you say to them?
If I could give them the advice, I would say that in the beginning, it's always going to be hard and you're always going to fail. But rather than giving up, let those mistakes build you into becoming a better person, educator, or even a student. Because take for example, me going into my freshman year of college, I dropped 2 classes and I failed 3 of them. I was close to giving up, but I didn't. Instead, I went back the next school year, lost my scholarship. I was a college player my freshman year. I lost my scholarship. I went on to the next school year, paying out of pocket, retaking my classes, earning my scholarship back, playing college soccer again, and never failing another class again.
That's so awesome to hear. What would you say is like your motivation? What keeps you going?
Hmm. A person that inspired me was in high school. His name is Mr. Stevens. He's actually the reason why I decided to be a high school teacher. He was my math teacher from freshman all the way to senior year of high school. I remember him telling me his story about every year. He was about the same way. He went to KU his freshman year of college, failed, dropped out, got a 9 to 5 job. Then he decided to go back to college, just like me at a community college. Failed 3 classes as well. He told me the same thing. Did the same thing I did, or I did the same thing he did. Got focused, took those classes again, passed, and never gave up and graduated. So if it wasn't for my high school math teacher's stories, I definitely think I would have gave up. And I still talk to him today.
Oh, I love that. So I guess we're nearing the end. What's one thing you would want all of your students to know and like take away from like you and your teachings?
Well, running back to what I was saying is nothing's ever going to be easy, but it's also important to find your why. So, why do you think you're in education? Or why do you think your parents or your family wants you to get an education? And what does that look like for you in the future? Whether even if it's getting a career or getting a 9 to 5 job, what can you do with these steps to succeed all the way until, let's say, retirement? Or for your future family yourself, what do you want your future family to look up to you as a hero?
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Well,